Hi everyone. Let me start my video with simple note. Asian teams are not here just to participate. They're here to go deep. They're here to do something miracle. Who knows, they might pull another Morocco this year of 2026 World Cup. So let's discuss a little bit more about what to expect from Asian teams. See, realistically, there is there's not gulf of gap between the Asian teams and the European teams, because remember, lot of Asian players are playing in top league and top clubs of the in European leagues. You take Paris Saint-Germain, you take Brighton, you talk about Liverpool. You find good Asian players who are performing day and day out over there, right? So that's, I mean, that's the thing, right? So we have Japan, we have Korea, we have Australia, Iran. I mean, these teams are always there in every World Cup. They are there. They consistently, consistently they show up. They consistently do better, and this the gap is getting smaller and smaller, and most Asian players are developing in Europe, developing even more than what you see these days. So technically they are getting better. For example, Kubo, you see he played for Real Sociedad, right winger. Lot of I mean, for the longest time Liverpool had so much interest on him to get him. He that good of a player for sure. But let's see how this team can set up, and whether this team, you talk about Japan, Korea, perhaps Uzbekistan, be the candidate who can pull another Morocco this year's of the World Cup. So let's start with Japan. So many analysts believe that this is the strongest Asian squad ever, and I can't argue with that. Nearly every star player is playing at a high level. So there are few obvious weaknesses, of course, like any other team that you see, but you see Japan being fearless. They can dominate possession. They can do counter attacks, aggressive on the field. Right? They don't let the opponent breathe, and they definitely this Japan team sets in tactical flexibility as well. Definitely, you can see a key battle between elite strikers versus Japan in defense. Especially Endo gonna play as CDM again in Japan. I know Mitoma is gonna miss out because of injury that happened in Premier League game. Sad, but this team can go good. They can go. I mean, it has potentially. This team has potential to go be in semi-final. Not even kidding. This team is that good. The interesting angle is that Japan often plays between against the strongest team than weaker team, right? Against giant, they have again they love to play with the team that knows how to, that comes at them, because they know they will go pound to pound. They're not gonna just give you. I mean, they're just not gonna give you the victory. They will make you fight for it, and that's the thing with Japan for sure. About South Korea, let's face it, this is end of Song era for sure. He's being brilliant servant to South Korea. He did everything that was asked. What a player. Now he plays for LA Galaxy, I guess, as a striker. Uh, but yeah, let's see what to expect with him. Definitely, this is a question to ask: is it Song's last World Cup? I would say definitely yes, and I would ask another question, that whether the next generation, like Lee and the Bayern Munich defender, I forgot his name, will they able to step up in absence of Song after this World Cup? So they play with a lot of emotion. They never be quiet. They will they ex, above they perform more than expectation. And key battle is not strong with elite defender, not strong with elite midfield. The key battle is strong with the aging curve, how he will be able to uh, cope with that. and still capable, and whether Song still capable to carry through this nation, right? That's the thing. And Lee can uh, have a brilliant season with PHE. Whether he will be able to become a breakout star this World Cup, we'll see. And the ceiling I see this team reaching is quarterfinal, a round of 16, quarterfinals maybe, right? Let's see how it sets up. Then there is Iran, one of the orthodox in terms of how they set up, how they play, for sure. They don't care about the style. They defend deep. They frustrate the opponent. The bigger the team, the bigger team hate playing against them because they are physical, good on set piece. They defend with lot of discipline, and they press you organizedly. But let's face it, Japan, Uzbekistan, and South Korea little bit. Apart from that, if I have to consider where Iran gonna sit, I say if they reach round of 16, they did great job. Iran often look capable of advancing, but they fall short at with tiny margins. So they are right there. They are trying to push themselves, but some things doesn't work for them. So I hope this time around things click and they go further in the tournament. Talking about further in the tournament, this team Australia always reaches the knockouts. Last year it was a brilliant game of Messi that took the game away, and that goal from Enzo was brilliant of round of 16. But yeah, they have strong mentality. Aussies, right? Strong mentality, have great tournament experience, excellent organization they have, and nobody enjoy playing against them. And they know how to turn game into battle for sure. Can this generate enough attacking creativity? That's a big question, and I don't know how attackingly they're gonna set up. Interesting angle for this Australian team is that they often view as a less talented than many opponent, yet they frequently outperform the most of the talented team easily. Ceiling round of 16, but they should be outgrowing themselves. So let's see where they end up being, right? So now there is Saudi Arabia, right? How Saudi Arabia gonna set up? Just give me a minute. Sorry. Sorry about that. So Saudi Arabia, I mean, what? I mean, was Argentina a fluke? What happened in 2022? This team, I mean, there are a lot of controversy that goes on that how Saudi tried to buy players, how Saudi buy players. Sorry, how Saudi buy players and how fast they are confident in their style, and the argument against him is that consistency issue. What Saudi Arabia has at defensive mistakes, they do a lot of defensive mistake. Can they repeat a giant killing performance again this season? Let's see. And if they reach round of 32, I think they did a good job. Talking about round of 32, this Qatar who are winning Asian champion. See, this is the level of Asian championship, right? The Qatar is winning. Qatar was the first team to get eliminated in 2022 World Cup. They were not good, and still, I mean, you find only one player who's Akram, I guess. He have good, great creativity in the attack, but this team struggles a lot. So lot of questions, lot of gap you see between this team, right? But let's see how good Qatar gonna set up this time around. Then there is Uzbekistan. I genuinely love this team. This team has capable to go toe to toe with any team in the world, any team in the world. Whether you are first in the ranking, whether you are last in the ranking, doesn't matter. These are their first World Cup. They have very strong youth development. They invested good in the football, And of course, you have Khusnov, I mean, who has become a household name, right? He plays for Manchester. He replaced Luis Diaz from Portugal. He replaced him. He became the first number one center back who's starting for Manchester City. That's brilliant. So why everyone has to be careful with this team special is that there's no pressure, there's no expectation. Hungry squad, right? And only thing that I can see that can go things against them is because it's their debut season. So I'm easily seeing them in round of 16 and maybe quarterfinals. Who knows? This team has it. Trust me, guys. This team has it. Then there is the last team, Jordan. Expect the unexpected with this team. The chemistry is good, the belief is unbelievable, and they have momentum. Can The thing is that with Jordan, can emotion carry them against strongest opponent? Sometimes it's not going to bail you out, right? Every World Cup has a team that captures neutral fans, right? Jordan becomes that team. Jordan has the capability to become. So the best Asian players I see in the tournaments are simple Song. You have Mitoma who's not going, Kubo, Kim Min, and Mehdi Tarmi, Akram from Qatar is. Watch out for this guy. This guy should take a move in a team like maybe Porto or go to Amsterdam, right? Ajax or something. He plays great, man. So most likely we can see Japan the most complete squad. Then South Korea has good starts. Australia has tough mentality, but the team that gonna shock everyone is Uzbekistan for sure. And the biggest weakness we see in this Asian teams are that the lack of elite squad depth. Top 11 players can compete with any given team, right? But who gonna come out of the bench? That's another that's another question, right? So biggest shift in mentality that you see in Asian team is that the work rate, the chemistry, the tournament mentality, the discipline is been increasing all the time. But realistic expectation, Japan will finish the highest among Asian team for sure. Then you have a lot of things gonna depend upon Song and Ken Lee, what South Korea gonna do. Uzbekistan will earn most points than most people expect that is given, and Saudi, Jordan, and Qatar, not much to expect from them. So let's see how the such things gonna set up. And thank you so much, guys. You guys have a wonderful evening, and we're gonna see you in next one.